Hey Dylan, can I get some comments on today's match with Corvus?
Man's the #1 contender. People have been watching him in the Carnival of Shadows take over APW. As long as I can remember now. Months, seems like. And now he thinks he's going to come and take my title?
What are you going to do when the Carnival of Shadows interferes?
Well, that's the trick now, isn't it? I mean, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Because we all know that Corvis can't roll without his Carnival of Shadows. His little darkness. But, you know, I'm no stranger to people getting involved in my matches. From the association to the boss, Derrick Sanders and Will Roode. I'm no stranger to it. So I say, go ahead. Corvis, you're going to need the Carnival of Shadows. Later today, I'm going to show you exactly why. See you at the gym.
Hello wrestling fans, welcome to Saturday morning's most exciting hour. John Roberts alongside Matthew Thiel here to call this great Gym Wars action. In our opening contest, Daniel Torch takes on the boss, Derrick Sanders.
Derrick Sanders again losing the Universal Heavyweight Championship recently to Dylan Drake, and starting here, I guess you could say on the bottom against the newcomer, Daniel Torch.
And in our main event, Dylan Drake puts the Universal Heavyweight Championship on the line against Corvis.
Corvis, the leader, the puppet master of the Carnival of Shadows, the scariest organization in APW, gets his championship match. And let's see how that happened.
Well, previously on Gym Wars, Corvis won the Pick the Winner Battle Royal. We're seeing that in action here as you see him send Venice DeMarco high up into the lights, and he slammed him down hard. And it was Corvis that won the Pick the Winner Battle Royal and earned the #1 contendership.
You have to give it to Venice DeMarco. He gave it all that he had in the tank, not only for himself, but for APW. A win in this Battle Royal would have been a win for APW to keep the chance of a championship out of the Carnival of Shadows.
And you can see there, like Matthew Thiel just said, Venice DeMarco put everything he had into this match, and in the end he wasn't successful, but you could see the fans were strongly behind him, and DeMarco, you know, really put everything into this contest, his whole heart, every single ounce of passion and fiber into this match.
And you see him here, he's trying to put Corvis away with that face spank finishing maneuver.
And instead, he's gonna get countered here and sent high over the top rope and into the war zone, and that is how Corvis became the #1 contender to the Universal Heavyweight title.
Now, Dylan Drake not only has to go up against Corvis in this main event, but he also has the whole Carnival of Shadows that could potentially be in the corner of Corvis.
That's right, wherever Corvus is, you know you have to contend with the Carnival of Shadows. That's coming up later on in our main event. But now it's time for our opening contest here on All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars. The newcomer, Daniel Torch, is going to try to make a name for himself against another veteran here in All Pro Wrestling. That man, the boss, Derrick Sanders. And of course, accompanying him ringside is Will Roode.
Making his way to the ring, being accompanied by his associate, Will Roode, from Los Gatos, California, weighing 227 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal, the boss, Derrick Sanders.
And of course, yes, the boss, Derrick Sanders, did suffer that loss against Dylan Drake not too long ago for the championship. But, you know, look, he's still on top of his game. He's still the boss. He's still got Will Roode in his corner. Everything is still great in the world of Derrick Sanders, right?
Everything except that he doesn't have the Universal title around his waist anymore. Folks, the boss, Derrick Sanders, is in action against Daniel Torch next here on Gym Wars. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to Gym Wars.
Are you or your son or daughter celebrating a birthday soon? There's no better way to celebrate a birthday than to throw the birthday person a pro wrestling themed birthday party. We have several packages available, including renting our facility with a customized pro wrestling show. Bring your birthday cake and invite your guests to attend a private pro wrestling birthday party. If you are interested in having all pro wrestling be a part of your birthday celebration, give us a call at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com. Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? The APW Boot Camp Training School is accepting applicants for pro wrestlers, managers, valets, and referees. All Pro Wrestling home APW Boot Camp is where future legends are born. For the last 19 years, APW has been the leader in talent development. Top graduates include The Great Khali, Crash Holly, Spike Dudley, and Alyssa Flash. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396.
Welcome back, wrestling fans, to Saturday morning's most exciting hour. John Roberts alongside Matthew Thiel as we await the introduction of Daniel Torch.
And his opponent from Modesto, California, weighing in at 150 pounds, Daniel Torch.
Now, a couple of weeks ago, I said that Sheik Khan body looked like he weighed 75 pounds, but this kid right here, Daniel Torch, who just ate an elbow from the frustrated Boss, looks like he weighs 46 pounds.
Well, the Boss not even allowing his opponent to get in the ring and allowing senior official Sparky Ballard to go through all of his in-ring checks and go over the rules, just assaulting Daniel Torch. You got to think, Matthew Thiel, he's not seeing Daniel Torch across the ring, he's seeing Dylan Drake.
Well, of course, Derrick Sanders, pardon me, has a lot to prove in this match. He has to prove to the world something that I already know, something I'm fully confident in, that he's still on top of his game, that he's still the boss of this planet that we call Earth.
Well, that big fall-away slam rocked Daniel Torch, and now a right hand, and now snapping him over, and he's going to cravat the head and go for a bit of a chicken wing there. And the Boss, Derrick Sanders, in control early on against a much smaller opponent.
Can you blame the Boss, Derrick Sanders, for being a little frustrated at this point? I personally don't. If I held the Universal Heavyweight Championship for as long as he did and then loses it to your biggest rival on the planet in Dylan Drake, I would be just as upset as he is.
Well, an arm lock applied there by the Boss. Daniel Torch trying to fight out with some shots to the gut, but the Boss grabbing a handful of the hair and just slamming D. Torch down on the back of his head. And now he's standing on the hair and yanking his arms up, just pulling his head away from his hair, trying to rip the scalp off of Daniel Torch.
Daniel Torch has a huge competitor standing across the ring from him right now. If Daniel Torch could somehow pull a victory out of the air in this match, he will be cemented as one of the greats in APW, I guarantee it.
Well, he just gets slammed hard into that corner by the Boss, Derrick Sanders, and now he's putting all of his body weight on the neck of Daniel Torch, possibly setting him up for the F5. A move we haven't seen him use too much lately, but you never know. The Boss might wind up pulling that out of his bag of tricks.
The Boss, Derrick Sanders, he has a full repertoire of moves that, anything from the F5 to the Sandblaster to the Los Gatos leg lock. And he's also an APW boot camp graduate. He has a long, just a huge 2 years of in-class training, plus however long his career has been so far.
Well, back body drop leads to a cover, and there's a 2 count from the Boss, Derrick Sanders. You were saying?
I was saying that the Boss, Derrick Sanders, is the epitome of a professional in the ring. All of that training from the APW boot camp, plus all of the years that he spent in the ring on top of APW, proves to everyone why he is called the Boss.
Well, the Boss is a Triple Crown champion here in APW, if memory serves correctly. And, he's at one point has held the Universal title, the Internet title, and the tag team titles, the now defunct tag team titles. Not all together, of course. There's only been 2 people in all pro wrestling history who hold both the Internet title and the Universal title at the same time. One of those be your former client, Blackwell, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't want to talk about Blackwell.
You never want to talk about Blackwell.
For good reason.
Oh!
See, that tackle by Derrick Sanders, that is why he is the Boss. That is why he was the Universal Heavyweight Champion.
The Boss just turned Daniel Torch inside out with that big shoulder tackle. A little bit of an arrogant cover, not a little bit, a lot of arrogance in that cover. Not hooking the leg, not using any lateral press, just a foot to the chest. and is only able to get a 2 count, but now he's going right back after the shoulder and neck.
Yeah, and look at Daniel Torch now. Derrick Sanders has modified this move in a way that Daniel Torch has nowhere to go. This is a full-on submission. This could be a match ender that we're looking at right now.
Well, of course, Derrick Sanders lost the Universal title in a submissions match to Dylan Drake. Well, excuse me, he lost it via verbal submission and then wasn't able to get the job done in a submissions match. Oh, but he gets rolled up there by the newcomer. The rookie showing a little bit of fire there with that roll-up and now trying to fight back. But, oh, it looked like the boss was going to go for the Northern Lights suplex. Instead, just hurls Daniel Torch over his head.
That was more like a Northern Lights soup. No Lex in there at all.
Exactly. Just decimating Daniel Torch right now. And the boss is on fire in the early goings of this contest and here in the early goings of Gym Wars. Now putting Daniel Torch into the turnbuckle, fires him all the way across the ring. Torch's spine just rattling off the turnbuckle once again.
Now again, those corners are made of steel and thin padding. That doesn't feel good, especially when you have somebody that outweighs you by at least 150 pounds throwing you across the ring.
Well, all that centrifugal force going from one body to another and all that kinetic motion and kinetic energy just pulsating through the spine of Daniel Torch once he hit that corner. And now some kicks to the side using some of the martial arts background that we've heard a little bit about from Daniel Torch. But the boss able to cut him off and just hit him right in the face, and with a shot to the back of the head puts Daniel Torch back on the ground and back on his chest and in a world of trouble right here at the early goings of Gym Wars.
Yeah, you see Daniel Torch, he does try to fight back a little bit. You saw there a knee to the side of the head. But he doesn't seem to be able to get away from the grass. I don't know if it's a length of the arms thing, but that kick to the head could do the job.
Sliding through with the clothesline, follows it up with the kick to the back of the head. Almost an enziguri from the outside with that type of kick. Goes for the cover, almost gets the 3, and a shot to the chest. Folks, we're gonna have to take a commercial break here in a moment. Planches in with the leg drop. Don't go anywhere. Daniel Torch firing back. 1, 2. We'll be right back. Welcome back, wrestling fans, to Gym Wars. Daniel Torch throughout the commercial break has just been firing up and fighting back against the boss, but Matthew Thiel, looks like the boss has him cornered again.
He hesitated a little bit on that up and over, and he got caught for it.
Set him up for the Sandblaster, connecting in the center of the ring. And now, that, of course, leading right to the Los Gatos leg lock, and Daniel Torch is just being folded up like an accordion.
There he is, he's tapping, that's it, this match is over. Derrick Sanders wins, Los Gatos leg lock, clinches another victory for Derrick Sanders.
And the winner by submission in 6 minutes and 24 seconds, the boss, Derrick Sanders.
Well, the boss gets it done once again with the Sandblaster, followed up by the Los Gatos leg lock. Signature offense from the boss in this match.
That is victory number 1 in his path to recovery, his path to regaining the Universal Heavyweight Championship. Good job, boss. Congratulations.
Well, folks, we've got to take a commercial break. Don't forget, huge main event. The Universal title is on the line later on here on Gym Wars. We'll be right back.
Are you or your son or daughter celebrating a birthday soon? There's no better way to celebrate a birthday than to throw the birthday person a pro wrestling themed birthday party. We have several packages available, including renting our facility with a customized pro wrestling show. Bring your birthday cake and invite your guests to attend a private pro wrestling birthday party. If you are interested in having All Pro Wrestling be a part of your birthday celebration, give us a call at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com.
Your first match since losing the APW heavyweight title. What are your thoughts?
Losing? You think I lost the APW title? I didn't lose the APW title. Will Roode lost the APW title for me. Are you idiots done? I didn't tap out. I didn't lose. Like I said, Will Roode, you cost me the title. You put that chair up. You hit me with the chair, and you made me lose that title. It's your fault I'm not the champion anymore. I want you, William, I want you right now to tell all these people, all these inbreds, all these good-for-nothing losers that I'm the boss, that you're nothing. Tell these people, you cost me the title. You lost the title for the boss. Tell them.
I didn't cost you the championship. You're the one that told me to grab the chair and get up on the apron. It's your fault you couldn't ram Dylan Drake's head into the chair. That's on you, not me. That's on you.
That's how you feel. Well, William, do you forget? Do you forget what I did for you, William? When you lost your job? When you lost your job and your lady was gonna leave you and you had nowhere to stay? You had nowhere to live? Do you forget who gave you that red check? Who gave you a job? Who put food on your table? Clothes on your... Where do you think you got this sweater? Where do you think you got these shoes, huh? I'm the boss. Without me, you're nothing. I'm not gonna knock you out like these people are chanting, okay? I wanna do that. Just say you're sorry, tell these people it's your fault, and that I'm still the boss.
You know what, Derrick? You're the one that couldn't beat Dylan Drake on your own abilities. You know what? You know what? I'd rather be broke and living in the street and still have my pride than to help you win any more matches. That's what I would do. So I'm gonna do something I should have done a long time ago. I quit.
You can't quit, Will.
Will Roode quitting the employment of the boss, but the boss grabbed the microphone from Jason Anderson's hand, and Derrick Sanders just decked his now former employee, Will Roode.
He deserves it. Will Roode absolutely deserves this beating that he's getting right now. How dare you stand up to the boss, quote unquote? How dare you tell him you quit? You don't quit the employment of the boss, and Will Roode's getting what he needs.
Will Roode fighting back, floats over the top when he's about to get slammed. Standing drop kick, but the boss moved out of the way, saw it coming, and now knees to the gut of Will Roode and a shot to the face. Big forearm. Sets it for the ride across the ring. No, gets countered by Will Roode. Big clothesline takes down the boss. Will Roode is fired up.
I can't believe this. I can't believe what I'm watching right now, John Roberts. How dare Will Roode do that? How dare Will Roode quit the employment of the boss?
Well, you saw what he made him do. He made him betray his friends. He made him hurt his friends. He made him hit Dylan Drake in the head with a steel chain.
He was teaching him how to excel in the world of professional wrestling. I've said it plenty of times. It doesn't matter how many friends you have in the back. It's what you do in the ring that gets the job done.
Well, speaking of things getting done in the ring, it looked like Will Roode got some things done in the ring with the boss right there. Big clothesline and just went right after him after the boss attacked him. But now the boss attacking him from behind as Will Roode was trying to leave.
There you go, boss. That's right. Lay it into him. Lay it into him. Beat some respect into that rookie.
Well, Will Roode just getting assaulted by the boss. And now he's going to try to lock in the Los Gatos leg lock.
That's right.
Oh, come on.
Tap, Will. Tap. Show everyone that you cannot stand toe-to-toe with the boss.
Come on, there's no sanction match going on right now. Big Country, Jody Christopherson in to make the save and chase off Derrick Sanders. But the damage has been done. The boss able to put that Los Gatos leg lock onto Will Roode and damage the spine and legs of Will Roode.
If it wasn't for Big Country Jody Christopherson, Will Roode would be a puddle in the middle of that ring right now.
Well, I believe it's safe to say we just changed chapters in All Pro Wrestling with Will Roode quitting the boss's employment.
Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? The APW Boot Camp Training School is accepting applicants for pro wrestlers, managers, valets, and referees. All Pro Wrestling home APW Boot Camp is where future legends are born. For the last 19 years, APW has been the leader in talent development. Top graduates include The Great Khali, Crash Holly, Spike Dudley, and Alyssa Flash. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396.
Hello wrestling fans, John Roberts here with another edition of the APW News Break. To start things off, we're going to take a look back at last week's main event between Jekyll's the Jester and Blackwell as they took on the tag team of Mr. Wrestling number 4 and Venice DeMarco. In this contest, we saw Corvus interject himself into the match as he took out Mr. Wrestling number 4 when the referee Sparky Ballard's back was turned. Of course, Mr. Wrestling number 4 has been irate all week long and has asked for this time to address Corvus.
There's the tag, springboards off the rope, big drop kick to the face, and now just going right after the face. He is fired up, going after Blackwell. He must have heard the comments from earlier today where Blackwell said he was going to snap the neck of DeMarco. DeMarco drops the elbow right across the throat of Blackwell. Blackwell kicks out at 2. And DeMarco is trying to fight back some more here as he gets to the apron, gets up to his feet. Blackwell going after him and gets a shoulder block and gets hung up on the top rope. DeMarco.
Blackwell off his feet. Blackwell has been knocked off of his feet.
Well, here goes DeMarco looking for some signature offense, looking for that guillotine leg, and he drops it across the throat of Blackwell. Lateral press, 1, 2. Only able to get 1 as Blackwell kicks out.
What is it going to take for Venice DeMarco to keep Blackwell off of his feet? Even I don't know, and I've spent months and months and months with Blackwell.
Well, there's a way. Blackwell gets tied up in the ropes following the boot to the face by DeMarco, and Blackwell is in trouble. He's trying to fight out. But now DeMarco and Mr. Wrestling number 4 look like they're going to have their way.
Oh, boy, Corvus is in the ring.
Corvus is in the ring behind the back of Sparky Ballard. Oh, and he just took out Mr. Wrestling number 4. Almost like a drive-by, takes out Mr. Wrestling number 4. Jekyll's crawls in the ring.
And Venice DeMarco missed it. Venice DeMarco completely missed Corvus interfering in this match.
Well, there's a 3 count.
And the winners by pinfall in 17 minutes and 48 seconds, Blackwell and Jekyll's, the Carnival of Shadows.
Well, Mr. Wrestling number 4 had made the tag to Venice DeMarco, and just beyond the eyes of our camera, Jekyll's the Jester made the tag on Blackwell while Blackwell was hung up in the ropes. And following the disrespectful of the rules by Corvus, Carnival of Shadows gets the win.
Where will all of this eventually?
Time, and just time, and just time. A week's time! That's what Mr. Wrestling is talking about. Last week, that $1 million knee lift was drawn up, it was coiled back. It was ready to strike, and I saw it. The forehead saw it, and you, yes you, Corvus, you cost me the match. And Jekyll's, as his body draped over me for that pin, it sits in the depths of my stomach. And you know what? That doesn't sit well with Mr. Wrestling. It doesn't sit well with the foreheads. And if you think you're going to get away with this, you got another thing coming. When I say just bring it, it's going to be brought. Because Corvus, you are in my sights. And as crafty as I am, I will find a way. Oh yes, you better be aware. Mr. Wrestling will get his revenge.
So a challenge has been issued by Mr. Wrestling number 4. Will Corvus accept? Only time will tell. In other news, another challenge that is waiting to be accepted Wrestling personified Rick Luxury wants to get back his real Internet Championship. Well, let's take a look at how he lost the real Internet Championship a couple of weeks ago to a rookie in his debut, Mikey J.
You got a message from Matt Carlos? Huh? What's that chicken gotta say?
I got a message from myself. I accept your challenge, Rick.
You wanna face me? You wanna beat me? For real? Hold on. You think that you're some kind of a tough guy all of a sudden? You're nothing but a security guard. You're nothing but a goddamn punk in this ring. Accept your challenge.
Well, there's some disrespect shown to Donovan Troy, our ring announcer, and it looks like we're going to hear from Marcus Mack.
Cut the music. Players and pimps, suckers and simps, chicken heads and scallywags. And this place is always full of dirty, rotten scallywags. My name is the no alternate pink mink of professional wrestling, Marcus Mack. And this man, he is your reigning and defending real worldwide internet champion, wrestling personified Rick Luxury. And tonight, gonna make short work of somebody who has no business being in an APW ring.
Classic Rick Luxury offense right there.
If Mikey J was watching footage of Rick Luxury, if it's classic, if it was vintage Rick Luxury, as you might have said, then maybe Mikey J would have been better prepared for something like that.
I didn't say vintage.
I heard you say vintage.
I said classic. Anyway, and there's Matt Carlos.
Is this?
Matt Carlos must have gotten in Rick Luxury's bag. He's wearing his sunglasses, his boas. It looked like Luxury was going to go for the Union Landing. Roll up by Mikey J. 1, 2, 3 count. He got it. Mikey J is the new real Internet Champion.
And your new champion, Mikey J.
No, stop talking. That is absolutely 100% ridiculous. How dare Matthew Carlos come out here and distract Rick Luxury like that?
Well, look at the eyes of Rick Luxury. Marcus Mack is beside himself as well. And I guess we had a special guest ring announcer for this match. Matt Carlos coming out and announcing Mikey J is the winner. Following the, albeit controversial win for Mikey J, the distraction by Matt Carlos.
I see a lot of punishment heading Mikey J's way from Rick Luxury.
One has to wonder what the rules Matt Carlos and Marcus Mack will play in that huge rematch when it does occur. But folks, it's time for our main event, a main event that has been building for weeks here on All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars. Corvus takes on Dylan Drake for the Universal Heavyweight Championship. Now, of course, it was Corvus that won the 2011 Pick the Winner Battle Royal that earned himself the #1 contendership to Dylan Drake's Universal Heavyweight Championship. Dylan Drake is a 2-time Universal Heavyweight Champion looking to retain the gold in this huge main event. Don't go anywhere, folks. I'm John Roberts for the APW News Break. The Universal title is on the line next, here on Gym Wars. 5, 4.
If you would like to get involved behind the scenes with pro wrestling, we are looking for you. All Pro Wrestling is always on the lookout for talented interns in the areas of television production, including commentators, graphic design, and website design. We also have highly paid commission sales and marketing openings. For more information, email your qualifications and resume and tell us which area behind the scenes you'd love to be involved in. info@allprowrestling.com. Give us a call as well at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com. Are you or your son or daughter celebrating a birthday soon? There's no better way to celebrate a birthday than to throw the birthday person a pro wrestling themed birthday party. We have several packages available, including renting our facility with a customized pro wrestling show. Bring your birthday cake and invite your guests to attend a private pro wrestling birthday party. If you are interested in having All Pro Wrestling be a part of your birthday celebration, give us a call at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com. Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? The APW Boot Camp Training School is accepting applicants for pro wrestlers, managers, valets, and referees. All Pro Wrestling home APW Boot Camp is where future legends are born. For the last 19 years, APW has been the leader in talent development. Top graduates include The Great Khali, Crash Holly, Spike Dudley, and Alyssa Flash. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396.
Eight of the top young talents in Northern California.
This really wasn't about all pro wrestling tonight. This is about professional wrestling in Northern California. Everyone in this tournament are winners. It's about coming up. It's about paying your dues, working hard. And they did that for you fans tonight.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. John Roberts alongside Matthew Theall. It's main event time here on Gym Wars. And there you see Matthew Theall. Corvus is making his way towards the curtain and making his way out into the world-famous APW garage. And there he is, the #1 contender to the Universal title.
That's right, Corvus won the Pick the Winner Battle Royal to earn his championship match against Dylan Drake. He's got darkness in his corner. Look at that. What is that a baby that she's dragging behind her with that rope?
That's just kind of I really don't want to think about that. That's just kind of creepy.
That's disturbing. If memory serves me right, Corvus gave that to her for Christmas.
Yeah, when you got a dog's head, right?
Yeah, that was disturbing as well. That Carnival of Shadows is no joke, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Well, it was Corvus originally starting to make a name for himself in All Pro Wrestling by winning the Young Lions Cup, and as we saw a few moments ago coming out of the commercial break, Matthew Theall, the Young Lions Cup is coming back once again in 2011. I cannot wait for the return of this great event in All Pro Wrestling.
The Young Lions Cup is a conglomeration of some of the best young talent in all of professional wrestling today. Plenty of people, Matt Carlos, Dan Danielson, and Corvus, all three winners of that Young Lions Cup, all three going on to great careers here in APW.
That's right, and of course you can see footage of past Young Lions Cup as well as any and all great matches that you've seen here on Gym Wars on youtube.com/allprowrestling. Make sure you log on there today and take a look at those classic matches, and you'll definitely see this man on there. He is a two-time Universal Heavyweight Champion, Dylan Drake, and he is set to put his title on the line against Corvus.
A huge main event for Gym Wars is upon us. Dylan Drake, the Universal Heavyweight Champion, going against the puppet master of the Carnival of Shadows himself, Corvus. What will it mean if Corvus is able to take home the gold today?
It could spell disaster, like we were talking about earlier this week on youtube.com/allprowrestling. It could spell disaster for APW if Corvus and the Carnival of Shadows get their hands on the Universal title. Folks, it's time for the introductions for our main event. So let's go down to ringside for the voice of All Pro Wrestling, Donovan Troy.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. And it's for the APW Universal Heavyweight Championship. The referee for this contest, APW Senior Official, Sparky Bellard. Introducing first, the challenger, with his associate Darkness, from the State of Depression, weighing in at 201 pounds. He is the 2011 Pick the Winner Battle Royal winner and a member of the Carnival of Shadows, Corvis. And his opponent from San Francisco, California, weighing at 223 pounds, he is the master of the Beta Breaker and the current and defending APW Universal Heavyweight Champion, Dylan Drake.
Well, the introductions are over. We have to take a commercial break. When we come back, the Universal title is on the line. Dylan Drake and Corvis.
Are you or your son or daughter celebrating a birthday soon? There's no better way to celebrate a birthday than to throw the birthday person a pro wrestling themed birthday party. We have several packages available, including renting our facility with a customized pro wrestling show. Bring your birthday cake and invite your guests to attend a private pro wrestling birthday party. If you are interested in having All Pro Wrestling be a part of your birthday celebration, give us a call at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com.
All right, Matthew Thiel, it's time for our main event. The Universal title is on the line. Dylan Drake takes on Corvis.
Look at the front of Corvis's skirt, I guess you can call it. He's got an arachnid on there. I can't think of a better way of describing Corvis as the puppet master of the Carnival of Shadows. He's a human arachnid.
Well, here we go. The bell sounds, and this match is officially underway. So much anticipation building up into this main event. Corvis definitely trying to put some kind of nail in the coffin in his fight against APW. And he's going to try to go right at the top, and I guess you could say, for lack of better terms, cut the head off the APW. I don't know if monster's the right term, but he's going to go right after the champ here and try to take claim to the APW Universal title.
You know, Corvus, I'm going to give him the credit. Oh, slap to the face against Dylan Drake. All that's going to do is make the man angry. Corvus, he earned this shot. I mean, Jekyll's interfered in the Battle Royal a little bit. You know, Corvus might not necessarily be my favorite guy on the planet, but Corvus did win that Battle Royal. Corvus does deserve to have this championship match. Do you disagree?
Well, Dylan Drake immediately going for the Beta Breaker sharpshooter, and Corvus able to fight out of it. I do agree with you. Corvus won the Pick the Winner Battle Royal and earned himself the #1 contendership to the Universal title. The final outcome of the match, when it came down to the last two competitors, there was no controversy there. It was Corvus won it fair and square, threw Venice DeMarco over the top rope. Now, the way that it came down to being Corvus versus Venice DeMarco to determine the #1 contender at the end of the Pick the Winner Battle Royal, that's where the controversy lies.
Absolutely. Stark controversy indeed. Carnival of Shadows very heavily involved in Corvis's involvement in this championship match. But Dylan Drake, he's no pushover. He knows exactly what to do. There's a reason why I offered him a chance to be managed by me, the greatest mind in professional wrestling, because he can take it to all comers. He can go after exactly what he needs to go for, going for the legs, going for the back, preparing every step of this match.
Oh, but a slap to the face from Dylan Drake to Corvis. Turnabout is fair play, I guess, right, Matthew Thiel?
Absolutely. You don't slap the champion and not suffer the consequences.
Well, now, big shot to the face. Dylan Drake going to send him for the ride. Sends him all the way across the ring with the big clothesline, just decapitating Corvis. Lays him down, hooks the leg 1, 2, almost getting 3 that time, but only able to get the 2.
Don't lie to the fan, John Roberts. Corvis's head is still firmly planted on his shoulders. He's not decapitated.
It looked like it there for a moment. That vicious clothesline from the champion, now trying to set him up for the Beta Breaker sharpshooter, but gets countered by Corvus, and Corvus escapes out the back door of the ring, so to speak, and just barely gets out of reach of the champ.
Taking some time, taking a breather to regroup, regain his composure, I guess. Corvus, you know, from the state of depression, you think he might be a little sad?
He definitely could be. Maybe taking a moment to go talk to Darkness and see if maybe he can find some, although I don't know where you'd find happiness with Darkness.
Darkness is I can't even describe her as coherent. I've spent some time with her. All she says is ears, ears. It's like she has this fixation on it. She wants to rip people apart. She's a scary woman.
She's a woman? Darkness is just scary, man. She's gone beyond being just mere mortal woman. She is an it.
She's a beast. She's a monster. She fits right in with the Carnival of Shadows. With the likes of Jekyll's and Omega and Blackwell and Corvus, Darkness definitely fits in with the Carnival of Shadows.
Well, Corvus hiding behind Darkness here is Dylan Drake trying to go after him. But, it looked like Corvus thought he had him tricked there. Went for the boot, but Dylan Drake saw it coming. A fist to the face now sends him all the way across into the turnbuckle. Big splash in the corner from the champ. And the challenger's in trouble here early on in this contest. Lateral press, hooks leg 1, 2. Could it be a no? Only 2. We have to take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? The APW Bootcamp Training School is accepting applicants for pro wrestlers, managers, valets, and referees. All Pro Wrestling home APW Bootcamp is where future legends are born. For the last 19 years, APW has been the leader in talent development. Top graduates include The Great Khali, Crash Holly, Spike Dudley, and Alyssa Flash. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396.
And we're back to the main event here on Gym Wars. The Universal title is on the line. Dylan Drake once again going for the Beta Breaker sharpshooter against Corvus. Matthew Thiel, we saw him go for it numerous times throughout the commercial break.
Dylan Drake had a plan heading into this match all the way through. He knew exactly what he was going to do to take Corvus off of his feet, wear down his legs, wear down his back, and go after the Beta Breaker and have that submission victory.
Well, he just throws him over there and now gonna slingshot around and snap the head. And it looks like Dylan Drake's got a game plan here. Hooks the legs, 1, 2. Only able to get 2 that time, but targeting the head and neck of Corvus.
Now this raises the question, without the entirety of the Carnival of Shadows in Corvus's corner, does he have what it takes to win this match?
Well, you have more experience being alongside Corvus after, your time spent with the Carnival of Shadows when you were with Blackwell right after Blackwell joined the COS. I want to know what you think about that.
I think that Corvus has had a stellar year. He won the Young Lions Cup. He had championship opportunities with the Internet Championship against Dave Dutra, and now he's got this Universal Heavyweight Championship opportunity against Dylan Drake by winning the Pick the Winner Battle Royal. If you want to consider the Young Lions Cup and the Pick the Winner Battle Royals championships in themselves, he already is a 2-time champion here in APW.
Well, Dylan Drake sets him up for the stalling vertical suplex and slams him down hard, but there is Blackwell standing up on the ramp, hooks the leg, 1, 2. Dylan Drake only able to get a 2 count, but Blackwell is up on the ramp.
I guess our answer has been provided.
Backbreaker from Drake, hooks the leg, 1, 2. Sparky Ballard there to count for looking for 3, but only able to get 2 is Dylan Drake.
Of course, Blackwell now providing that distraction, that valuable distraction. Dylan Drake now has 3 people to keep his eye on in this match.
Sets Corvus for the ride all the way across the ring, taking a moment to stare a hole right through Blackwell, but that little bit of time wasted cost him, and the big knee to the gut from Corvus.
Went to the well one too many times, I guess you could say, with that splash into the corner, going after it for a 3rd time, and plus the hesitation and distraction provided by Blackwell.
Well, now a running knee to the spine by Corvus and applying pressure in the corner, utilizing the ring as a weapon. Now sends Drake across the ring. No, gets countered by Drake. Counter again by Corvus. Slams it down hard. Just sweeping the leg out from underneath him with that STO. Almost getting 3 that time. We almost crowned a new champ.
There's one thing that you can give to Corvus. It's his creativity in the ring. Normally, when you see him in a match, there is something that you've never seen before come out of it, whether it be a clever reversal or a clever way of putting somebody into a maneuver. Corvus has that.
Well, an arm lock applied there but he gets rolled over, gets countered by Dylan Drake, who almost gets 3 that time, almost countered a submission hold into a pinfall. That would have been advantageous for Dylan Drake. Oh, but he gets his arm slammed across the shoulder of Corvus, and it looks like Corvus's game plan is to target that left shoulder of the champion. Dylan Drake trying to fight back, but Corvus just a little bit beyond his reach, and now applying more pressure to the throat of Dylan Drake. And now behind the referee's back, there's Darkness biting at Dylan Drake.
And then Blackwell with a fist to the back of the head. This is a 3-on-1 match now, it seems. As long as Sparky Ballard doesn't keep a close eye on the Carnival of Shadows members that are on the outside, Corvus has a 3-on-1 match.
Well, Corvus with a big right forearm to the chin of the champion. The champion is in trouble. Looks like he's a little woozy on his feet, maybe a little punch drunk, following those elbows to the face. Gets shot into the rope, holds himself up, but gets clotheslined over the top rope by Corvus into the front row of the war zone.
And Dylan Drake needs to get back to his feet, get back into the ring, and take the fight back to Corvus. As long as he's out there with dangerous men like Blackwell and dangerous monsters like Darkness, the odds are against him in this match. And he, much like Venice DeMarco in that Battle Royal, is not fighting just for himself and just for his championship, but for the very livelihood of APW.
Well, there you saw a moment ago some of what we've been talking about throughout the past few weeks about the Carnival of Shadows, that they are as a unit. When one is in the ring, you know everyone else is outside the ring just waiting to get their hands on whoever the opponent is. And Dylan Drake, as soon as he got put on the outside, what happened? There's Blackwell right there to apply some more pain to Dylan Drake.
What is Corvus's game plan here? He's not bringing Dylan Drake into the ring. He's snapping his neck against the top rope.
Just hanging him up across that top rope, and Dylan Drake falls all the way back to the hard concrete floor here in the garage.
Now I'm beginning to wonder, is Corvus really concerned about becoming the Universal Heavyweight Champion? He's not in there trying to get Dylan Drake back in the ring. The title can't change on a countout.
Oh, well, Corvus distracting the referee, and Blackwell able to take advantage of it, just slamming Drake's face into the corner of the ring, and just throws him back in right where there's no padding on that ring. Right there at the edge of the ring, it's just canvas and metal and wooden planks. There's no padding there whatsoever. Well, a wrist lock applied by Corvus. Corvus just targeting it seemingly every piece of body part that he can get his hands on of the champion. But Dylan Drake with a counter there. Look for the big clothesline, tried to take his head off again, but instead there's a counter once again by the challenger.
Corvus firmly implanted as the leader of this match so far. He's got Dylan Drake reeling and dealing. I don't know if Dylan Drake's going to have enough in his tank after fighting off the 3-on-1 assault. Oh, maybe he does.
Well, he was looking for some of his signature offense there. The Bulldog into the corner. Instead gets countered, and a backbreaker by Dylan Drake.
Half Nelson backbreaker out of the corner. That is innovative offense.
Well, Dylan Drake setting him up for some of his signature offense himself. Brings him out for another backbreaker, and just going after that back, starting to target the spine and the lower vertebrae of Corvus, setting him up for that, for the beta breaker sharpshooter. But now he's going to go high risk, going to the top rope, looking for that big flying cross body coming off the top rope, connecting with it.
Dylan Drake, why is he not going for the cover? That's a perfect opportunity to get the 1-2-3 victory. What is he doing? He's wasting valuable time.
Well, Dylan Drake is fired up. Oh, and he gets tripped up by Blackwell.
He pays the price. He pays the price for not going after the victory. And now he's distracted. I bet Corvus is back on his feet. There he is.
There's a shot to the gut by Corvus. Running into the rope, set him up for that swinging neckbreaker. Instead gets countered. And now, oh, flying over the top rope goes Dylan Drake to the outside, taking out Blackwell.
I admired Dylan Drake's fierce tenacity going after someone the size of Blackwell, but he cannot allow himself to be distracted by the Carnival of Shadows. He needs to get back into the ring and find a way to incapacitate Corvus to get the victory.
Oh, there's Mr. Wrestling number 4. Mr. Wrestling number 4 with the big running $1 million knee lift just out of nowhere.
What was that? That was... I have lost all respect for Mr. Wrestling number 4.
Mr. Wrestling number 4 getting some payback on Corvus, and now Dylan Drake with the beta breaker sharpshooter just needs to turn him over. His opponent is essentially he's out cold.
Mr. Wrestling number 4 getting himself involved in this match. Who does he think he is, John Roberts?
Well, Corvus's hand falls twice, and 3 times it's over. Dylan Drake has retained the Universal Heavyweight Championship by knocking out his opponent.
And the winner by submission in 12 minutes and 11 seconds, and still APW Universal Heavyweight Champion, Dylan Drake.
Now, I understand that the Carnival of Shadows had essentially a 2-man advantage in this match, but Mr. Wrestling number 4 should respect the rules enough to stay out of the way to let Dylan Drake be the fighting champion, the greatest champion in APW history that he's supposed to be, and beat Corvus on his own. Does Mr. Wrestling number 4 not have any faith in Dylan Drake?
Well, Blackwell putting the limp carcass of Corvus up on his shoulders and just carrying him out of the garage. But there it is. There's the story of the match. Dylan Drake retains the Universal Heavyweight title, albeit, again, some controversy in this contest. Instead, not surrounding the Carnival of Shadows, but surrounding Dylan Drake. The $1 million knee lift from Mr. Wrestling number 4 takes out Corvus.
Some controversy. Okay.
Well, folks, coming up next week here on All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars, it's the rematch. Mikey J takes on Wrestling Personified Rick Luxury, and Rick wants back his real internet title.
Mikey J with that surprise roll-up victory over Rick Luxury and winning the quote-unquote or legitimate real worldwide internet championship a couple of weeks ago.
Well, the actual internet title is going to be on the line in our main event as Sheik Kanabati takes on out of control Matt Carlos.
Sheik asked for this match. Matt Carlos plus the APW Championship Committee granted it to Sheik Kanabati. Rick Luxury better keep a close eye on this match.
Next week is all about the internet title, but for this week, Dylan Drake retains the Universal Heavyweight title. For everyone at All Pro Wrestling, I'm John Roberts saying so long till next week.